What is up, my Domaniacs? Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Star Wars The Black Series Taun from Attack of the Clones, done by Hasbro. And this is probably one of the ones that, I don't know, I don't want to say I'm like least looking forward to any of them, but this is the one that I'm probably like the most like iffy about, I guess. The least cool one. But I'm sure there are some Taun fans out there that are just biting at the bit, chomping at the bit to get this Taun. The Kaminoan from Attack of the Clones, very tiny head with the data pad. Soft goods down here. Attack of the Clones. Looking at the mural on the side here, looks pretty cool. Nice little mural. The facts on the back. Now that we've seen the window packaging and everything inside this figure has to offer, as well as the art and whatnot, let's get straight into this. So taking a look at Taun here, we have the very small head with the nicely painted pupils, and then we've got this like small little like head dressing that comes down. Mine here at the top doesn't look completely painted, which is a little bit ass, but that's okay. Not really a big deal. It looks like such a thin line around the head that it honestly looks hard to paint. And we've got some head articulation here, very small head. Neck articulation, both on a ball. And then we've got some of this articulation going up here, and you can kind of see some of the different coloration of her outfit here. And then at the waist is very good, on a very good ball joint. And then we've got butterfly joints in here, which is really crazy because the butterfly joint is so small along with the arm. But yeah, you can get some back and forth here, and more than a 90-degree in the elbow. And then these hands are on ball joints, the newly implemented ball joint technology in the Star Wars The Black Series line going forward. And I was actually surprised by the amount that you're able to get here. I was kind of expecting way less than this, considering if you give too much range in the ball joint, it just shows the innards too much of the ball. Kind of like that. But it's not really a big deal. And also, this is an character that you need like some huge range of motion out of the hands for, so. But you do get more than I was expecting. Get down here, there's no cut in the thigh, which is unfortunate, but we do get some knee crunch there with these horse-like hind legs. Very interesting. I never knew that the Kaminoans had these, but it's very cool nonetheless. And then we've got these tiny little feet. Oh, look at these cute tiny little feet. And there's a rocker on it, obviously. And we've got this soft goods, like kind of skirt, I guess you would call this. One kind of unfortunate thing is there is like this outer lining trim that's supposed to be like a darker blue that's supposed to be on this skirt that did not make it onto the figure. I don't really know what's up with that. Everything else looks pretty good paint-wise from what I can tell, but they did miss that. And then also here looking at this waist, you get these like little stones that have this like gradient effect going into the more gray zone of the belt stones, as I'm going to call them. Looking at the back here, everything's looking good. I mean, yeah, this is a very nice looking figure paint-wise and articulation-wise. I mean, it's really more than you really need, too, because, like, this is a figure literally, she just needs to stand there, you know? She just needs to stand there, serving her presence on the shelf, and this is a great figure for that. But they really did go the extra mile by giving all this articulation and stuff, which is really, really cool. And on top of that, accessory-wise, we just have this little data pad. There's, like, really nothing on there. I believe that's paint, that's not a sticker. And get a look at the back here. There's a little bit of sculpting in the back, but yeah, it's pretty bare bones. But again, you know, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. This character doesn't really come with much else. Yeah, honestly, other than like the missing paint on the apron, which honestly I don't think most people would have even noticed, this is a pretty cool figure. This is awesome. I definitely don't think it's worth $30. I definitely think the price tags for the Black Series are, you know, bullshit. Like they priced me out of TVC. I don't even buy TVC anymore just for the price. And yeah, this figure really isn't going to be doing a whole lot on the shelf, so for $30 I think that's kind of crazy, but then again, it is a completely new mold from top to bottom, and you always are within your free will to not buy this, but I did decide to buy this, but I'm also reviewing it, so I have to be fair to myself and say that $30, probably not worth it, but for Star Wars fans, this might just be, because, you know, you're not getting an alternative SH Figuarts, you know, Taun, so this might be the best way to go if you're really needing some more prequels aliens, and that's exactly what I did here. I think it's an awesome figure. I'm honestly surprised that Black Series decided to do this figure, but I'm happy that they did. It's going to be a welcome member to my Attack of the Clones collection, my Black Series collection as a whole. So, pretty dope. And that is all for today's review. Check out some of my other reviews I'm going to be doing for some upcoming Black Series figures and other stuff. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you think about this figure, what you think about the Black Series in general. Devonius